this game.
Yes.
Backstage.
I played it, but like, when I say I played it, I mean I've loaded the game up to watch them play it at LAN.
Yeah, so neither of us actually know what we're doing here.
Played it, yeah, true.
And this is important for a number of reasons. We were talking in prop backstage trying to name all of the sort of, are they agents, are they heroes, are they operators, characters? We're trying to name as many things about Team Fortress 2 as we could, and I think you could count them on one extremity. Correct me if I'm wrong there.
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of?
Yeah, I mean, like,
we
Scottish guy.
We got the Scottish one, and there's the Australian one.
Yeah, you got a Scottish dude, you got the
there's
Australian guy, and then you got, like, the really small dude.
The really small dude.
Baseball bat guy, that one.
And so that's about our extent of
basically.
knowledge here. So we've been told that, nonetheless, we are casting some Team Fortress 2 because there's nobody else that's willing to do it for us.
We've also had the thing of, like, both of us play shooty games.
We do.
So they were like, "Oh, you'd be good for this." You're like, "Yeah, maybe."
You'd think.
Yeah.
On paper.
On paper, definitely. We're just waiting for everyone to be ready to go. I think they're just doing like the little mini warm-up stuff. We could probably watch the warm-up, to be honest.
Should we watch the warm-up? Are we allowed to watch the warm-up?
Yeah, why not? I mean, like, who's going to tell us no?
The people that control our fates backstage.
True, pretty much. They could probably tell us no.
They do control our fates.
Oh, kicked you to an activity.
Oh.
There we go.
We probably should cut away from us before we show the IP address. We don't want random people joining, right? That would be bad, right?
I mean,
I think that would be bad. I've been told that leaking IP addresses is not
it's
good
a bad
for business.
thing. Yeah, you don't do that.
It's bad for business.
It's bad.
So we're quickly going to load back into the game. You get to look at our ugly mugs again. Or in Reaper's Stace, very beautiful mug.
No, God, no. Absolutely
When's
not.
the beer coming off? When's for charity?
So, this conversation actually got finished up yesterday because one of the guys that normally comes to EPIC39 quite a lot has a picture of my face on his phone as his wallpaper.
Is that Duty Hero?
No, it's not. Ivan, he's had my face as his profile, as his background for his phone for the last 6 months.
Oh God!
But there's a picture of me floating around out there with just a mustache. And it's horrific. It is the worst picture I've ever taken of myself. But I said to him, yeah, definitely for EPIC40, the mustache might come back for just one event only.
Oh, so in game, a couple of notable people here. DMC, our 2 times Intel Community Champion. He is here to defend his throne and come back for a third time. So I think he's he can't be good at every game, right?
No, he can.
Oh,
yeah,
can he?
Yeah, I watched him play in Tetris.
Tetris, yeah, he got 245,754 or something points in 10 minutes?
Like
5 minutes?
Well, we give him 7 minutes less. We give him 7 minutes, so 3 minutes less than anyone else, I think, in the end, and he just battered the game entirely.
Yeah.
It was quite unreal. But yeah, we've got a bit of audio coming through now, so you can at least hear what's going on.
So this guy's fighting with a frying pan. Is he a chef?
Maybe. I mean, he's cooking up a storm.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So DMC has a sniper rifle because he's a sweat.
This is the thing that that Jammer dislikes massively when we cast CS together, is I will give you puns for days.
You know, I'm a pun person. I don't know if you saw the horse
B-roll
that we saw.
You are a very punny person.
I'm a very punny person.
Yeah.
I try my best.
Yeah. We had a lot of horse puns earlier on. We've had horse puns all weekend, though. But then again, we are at a race course, so
we are
that would make sense. I don't know if this is live, by the way, as in like live, as in they're playing the live game live.
I think they might be playing the live game live.
Live?
Live?
Live.
I think it might be live.
It might be live.
Is there a Christmas update we missed, by the way? Because everyone seems to have really Christmassy themed weapons,
so
and we are in August.
TF2, this is what I do know about TF2, okay? Because I didn't play TF2, but I used to trade in TF2.
Okay.
So, like, CSGO, you have the life skin. So TF2 had the same thing, but it would be like unique items. So you'll get like the sniper guy that's currently being shot with a shotgun, which was DMC. One of his unique items is a bow and arrow.
Okay.
And you could buy that off people for in-game currency, which you'd buy real currency.
So it's just skins?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
More or less. But yeah. That's pretty much it, and that's why you have them.
I think that's a red team win. I also don't think that's how you spell blue, but...
Blue.
A lovely,
kind of reminds me of
blue passport.
Kind of reminds me of the certain person that fetched in blue passports when he was asked about what kind of shampoo does he have, and he goes, I don't know, I just know that it's blue. Blue shampoo. Speaking of shampoo, what shampoo do you use?
Me? Well, it depends. I'm a Pantene person for my shampoo, but you got to have conditioner as well.
You do.
And then that's just whatever Tesco has on offer.
I'm now waiting for you to ask me so I can be utterly insulted.
Okay.
The fact that I'm
Walk me
completely
through
bald.
the shower routine.
So basically, as a bald person, completely, obviously
do you have,
bald.
Like, shoe polishing?
I have a buffer.
You have a buffer?
Like, no, I don't have a buffer. I natural sauce, natural sauce. The lemon and lime one. Can confirm does not taste like lemon curd. Don't ask how I know, but yeah.
I'm going to ask that as a follow-up question next.
Yeah.
I hope you know.
And I have like various beard things that I put on.
Do you have like a beard conditioner?
I do actually. So like I have this cream. It's really hard to explain. It's like beard conditioner, but also like it strengthens it as well, and it's peppermint. And
Your beard is
smells
deadlifting
really
more
nice.
than I am at this point.
Yeah, my beard is basically holding my face up at the moment. Like, without this would just be horrific to the camera. So, like, either way, you lot are winning, regardless, you know?
True.
But whereas we're just going to skip that. We're not going to...
Yeah, I feel like there's no Twitch-appropriate jokes that we can make about
I kind of want to know, but I also don't want to know. Mighty Cod is just...
Maybe they're just really into horse riding. Maybe they're really into horse riding.
Definitely. I don't know if that, like, boosts you, maybe? Like, gives you, like, a bit of extra like, you know, enthusiasm towards it.
I feel like this gun's a little bit overpowered. Because there's, like, people with, like, a pump-action shotgun that only has, like, two shots. And then this guy's just, like, laser gun.
Yeah, exactly. Like... You know, I'm a massive like 40k nerd, right? Like I love all the 40k stuff.
Yeah.
Just he's like an orc, you know. Orc more bang bang is better.
More bullets is always better, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, baseball bat. Never mind.
How do you mess that one up?
There's like
probably very easy. I don't know this game.
See, yeah, I mean, like this guy is the scout. So this guy is the guy that we were talking about earlier on, the small guy.
The small guy. Yeah.
I'm having to turn the keyboard off, but there you go. That's what he looks like.
Oh, okay.
He's a little short dude.
I hate the running action. This makes me uncomfortable.
The running action is pretty horrifying to watch.
It is pretty horrifying.
But yeah, the short dude like runs around with a little shotgun like this, and he has a baseball bat and a pistol that he can use.
Okay.
The big guy, the heavy, has either like a big machine gun, which you can see there. He's got like angled up. He has fists.
I saw a fish there actually.
Yes. So the heavy has a sandwich that he eats to regenerate his health, but there's also fish that you can do. It's basically the sandwich, but different skins for the sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Which is good. No idea why, but it put us on like a random third person. Oh, this is the engineer guy. He makes guns.
So
basically.
Yeah.
You know?
I was gonna say, well, it just got.
I don't know where that came from, by the way. That was kind of.
Do again.
Bjorn. No,
I love it.
You know me. Anything Norse, I'm up that. You know, I'm up for it. Like. But yeah, this is the downside of using him is that it takes a minute for you to like lower the gun to shoot the heavy guy. So you can take a lot of damage as a result. But there's ways that you play in TF2 where you have like a medic that will uber the heavy.
Pocket Sage.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Pocket Sage. Like he'll heal, overheal constantly to keep him up and active like all the time. The engineer's job is just to like make base defense. There's like medic packs that they can make. There's like little stations they can get ammunition from. So the guy, that's his role, is to defend the base as much as possible and take like little sneaky shots at people on that. This is demo.
Okay.
So demo is grenade launcher basically.
Oh hell
But he has like a couple of different versions. You have one which just explodes on impact, one which can bounce, and you have one which is like a sticky bomb.
Okay.
And you can like blow them up when you're ready to blow them up. But currently he's running around with a samurai sword, so I don't know what the crack with that is.
You led me to believe you had no knowledge of this game, and now I look like dumb.
No,
I've been played here.
I have very little knowledge about this game, but for some reason my active alcohol memory is kicking in.
Your active alcohol
like,
is this one of the games you've only ever played drunk then?
No, so yes and no. There was a WAN, one of the epic WANs, and it was the first time I got asked to jump in and do TF2. And, WAN, I'm in my house, so I was drinking for, like, the majority of the LAN because I didn't need to drive anywhere. My bed was right behind me, so it's perfect.
And, you just hosted from your bed.
Yeah, exactly. Hosted from my mini office, my bedroom, and yeah, I was drinking and watching this. And then we had the wonderful Wobbly Airman come in to save the day because I had no idea what I was talking about. So he jumped in
Wobbly
to
Airman is
help me
grinning
out.
at you, by the way.
Of course he is.
He's very happy with himself.
We had a really good time, in fairness. It kind of solidified our relationship as besties, you know?
Aww. Do you make little bracelets?
I like the way that he's
do you
probably...
paint each other's nails?
We do, yeah. We've got friendship bracelets and stuff, you know?
What's his favourite nail polish colour?
His favourite colour, believe it or not, is black. Just like his soul.
Oh.
I want you for him. No, he hasn't denied it either. That's the best thing about this.
No, he has. I mean, even if he wanted to, he probably couldn't.
No, definitely not. But yeah, he came in and gave me a hand with some stuff, and then it kind of spurred me to learn a bit more about the game. And thankfully, it's like it is kind of fun. I played it actually last LAN. Not last LAN, the LAN before. I played a little bit on the stream because there was the community game, but we couldn't spectate in it, so I just jumped in and played a couple of rounds. With the rest of the community. And we had a good laugh. Absolutely not. I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I'll be real with you. Zero idea. Oh, there you go. So that's the engineer thing, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That turret, he's a unit, mate.
Yeah, so the turrets can be upgraded as well. So they start off as like little auto shotgun type things. Like Rainbow Six Siege, you know, Jaeger, he puts the thing down to... Have you never played?
No,
okay.
I'm not a Six Siege person.
I'm trying to think of another way
I cherish what little mental health I have left.
Torbjorn, but like upgraded with like rocket launchers.
Okay. I think Blizzard needs to get on this. I think Torb needs a rocket launcher.
Well, I saw today that Blizzard are potentially adding John Cena in to Overwatch.
No way.
Yeah, I saw a tweet about it, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I mean, like, given... Yeah, we talk about current events and stuff, given everything that's gone on within the esports scene for Blizzard... It's probably not advised they chuck in John Cena and just focus on actually getting Overwatch.
I don't know, their game?
Yeah, getting their game good to go. But, I mean, like, you know, I'd be down to play as John Cena in Overwatch too. I think it'd be good fun.
I'd love him to be, like, hyper-realistic in terms of art style as well.
Oh, yeah.
You've got all of these cartoony characters and then suddenly just 120
like
frames a second, properly animated John Cena.
64-bit John Cena. Or 128-bit John Cena, like. Yeah, I think that would be kind of interesting to see how they put it in. Because they've got two options, right? They either go down the route of doing it like Fortnite-y, where it's very cartoony, or they go down the route of like COD, where you have like Kevin Durant in there. And you have, I think it's Nicki Minaj, isn't it? Or
I'm the wrong person to ask, but that sounds about right.
Yeah, they've added those two into it, and they're like hyper realistic as far as their visual for their face and stuff. Which is pretty cool, but yeah, I think Overwatch have a couple of different options for that. Anyway, we're here to talk about TF2, not Overwatch.
We spent more time talking about other games other than the game we are talking about here.
Well, we had this conversation earlier on when you were stood outside talking, watching the 5K people run around like headless chickens.
That was quite amusing, actually.
Basically, like, me and Jammer, whenever we commentate together, we tend to go off in tangents quite a lot. Usually when players aren't doing very much. Like at the minute, there's not really much going on other than the 129 just basically shredding everything that comes up against him. But yeah, we go off in tangents quite a fair bit. You and I were hoping to do a CS cast this weekend, but I don't think it's going to happen at the moment the way things are currently looking. So this is technically our CS cast together now?
Yeah, I guess this is our CS if you squint, you know?
Yeah, exactly. If you go like...
There's guns and there's movement and there's guns, which is just CS, right?
The only difference is that there's a lot of vertical gameplay in this compared to CS, where it's like...
You ever played Vertigo?
Vertigo?
The map?
Yeah. There's no vertical... There's verticality in it, definitely, but there's not as much as, like, this game.
This game, yeah.
You've taken Vertigo as, like, an exact thing of being high up. Vertical gameplay. I don't like Vertigo. I love it. I do. I used to hate it.
I never get to cast it because everyone always permabans it.
So when we cover like European CS, they love Vert. They love Overpass. They love those sort of maps. So you tend to get them a lot more than you do for like UK CS. But Vert is genuinely one of my favorite maps. I went from being just like that's
some sneaky gameplay.
No, just the one. Ball and Scout just rocked up behind Grimley and just
that was criminal.
Slapped him across the head with a baseball bat.
Dunk.
Yeah, Vert went. Mirage went from my favorite map to be my second favorite. You got Jammer to thank for that one, unfortunately.
Nah, Nuke's just the best map.
Nuke is good.
Oh, I didn't realize we had graphics on that.
Yes, yes. Head pops, definite.
They just
exploded it.
Yeah.
Exploded it all over the map.
No body left.
Nothing.
Ooh.
He is really
I was
not
like,
happy
oh,
there.
you know, a little cartoony game, no cartoon. And then his head just rolls off.
You got to remember, this is from like the days when like Postal 2 and stuff like that were being released, where games were a little bit more. I don't want to use the word gory, but like they were a little bit more gory, you know. They can get away with being cartoony gory, whereas nowadays you don't really see it all that often.
Yeah, like that.
Like that, pretty much. Yeah. DMC, like how he's still alive, I have no idea. Never mind, now he's not.
Jinxed it.
Jinxed it immediately. There's 15 minutes left of the map though, and so far, nobody's really winning or doing much. So there's a couple of different game modes, by the way.
Okay.
You have capture the carriage, which you like in Overwatch.
I'm guessing you captured the carriage.
Yeah, in Overwatch, you've got to push the carriage.
Transporting an objective.
Yeah, like that one, which is a bomb, basically, you transport to the final location. There's also capture the flag as well. I think from memory, this is a capture the flag map, where both bases have a flag inside it.
Oh, okay.
And they've got to try and get through the defenses of the other. So there's usually, if there's going to be a big push to go for the flag, it will be like a very kind of well-worked strat that'll get called out. But obviously we've got to acknowledge that we're watching community members play together randomly across the entirety of EPIC39.
It is. So they aren't in one location. This is just people sat at their desks that got a little bit bored with the game they were meant to be here to play. Maybe, but I think community points are up for this one. This is one of the big games for the weekend. That's why DMC's here, yeah.
Okay, cool. 129 is capture the intelligence. So this is capture the flag.
Oh, okay.
The intelligence is the flag, essentially.
Why is it not just called the flag?
TF2 wanted to be different because
there's. Are they I'm not like other girls.
Basically, there's a character you can play as called the Spy, where you can disguise yourself as another character on the enemy team. So I think that's why it's capture the intelligence rather than flag, because you're sneaking in to grab it.
Sneaky beaky.
Sneaky beaky indeed.
Oh, someone's on a killing spree.
129 is just like destroying everyone. Obviously, we had 129 yesterday up here playing Super Smash Brothers.
Okay.
So that was quite fun to watch.
Potential community champion in the work.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, like, who really knows? In fairness, because. I say who really knows. There are people that do know. It's of course the community guys that know who's in the lead.
I might have to bribe the information out of them, you know.
You could probably bribe them.
Slide them. I was gonna say slide money under the table. Might as well slide them a bit.
Go down to Bink and be like, Bink, here's 10 quid. Give me the heads up, you know. Give me the standings right now, you know. Give me the lowdown. But no, the guys will find out tomorrow at some point where they are. There's the Flamer, the Pyro guy that we talked about earlier as well. Can we get on him? That's the medic. Okay. There's the Flamer. There you go.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, he has a flamethrower and also a shotgun.
The Geneva suggestions.
Suggestions, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so his main kind of thing is like a little bit of flame on them to knock their health down as much as possible.
And then just tap away with
the pistol. Wrap that shotgun out and then just game over.
Ah, nice. Okay. Can you change halfway through? Is that what you select at the start?
Yes, you can go back and change. So same as Overwatch. Overwatch takes a lot of inspiration from this video game. When you spawn in, you can change your character or your hero, so to speak, in the start location. You get a couple of seconds to do it. So, like when TF2 when TF2 was quite big and massive, and it still is as well, actually. You would have teams that would start off with one set of characters and then immediately shift over when they were going to do like a conceded push to get into an objective area. So you would basically be double downing and saying, yeah, actually, we're not going to be playing as this character, we're going to play as these. And then all of a sudden, you just get like swarm pushed by a couple of scouts and a couple of other people. You can have multiples of the same characters as well. So They could all be medics. They could all be...
So if you were to have a team of just all one character, what would you be going with?
I mean, you think about it logically. A medic would be good to have, but at the same time, you lack then the offensive capabilities.
Yeah.
They do have an offensive weapon, but you're not really going to be as kind of like damage dealing as you would be if you're a heavy or if you're a scout. So yeah, I think you need to like mix and match it a little bit. Maybe have 2 medics, Ubering and pushing through with a scout and something else.
How about 5 spies?
5 spies would be good, yeah. But it would be really naff, because when you disguise yourself as another character, you literally take on their name and everything. So, for example, if Toast was a spy, he could make himself into the Mighty Cod. So when Mighty Cod's teammates see him, they see the Mighty Cod.
Yeah.
And then if you're stood next to the Mighty Cod, then you're in trouble, right? Because they know one of you is a spy. And you do the Among Us sound
that's
effects.
why I think the 5v5 with all spies would be amusing.
Yeah.
I think it'd be carnage. That's what we're here for. We're agents of chaos today.
Exactly.
We were told we were casting a game that we didn't know. We had about 10 minutes notice, so we have decided that it's time for us to retaliate back at life.
Exactly. We were going to cover a game that we've not really played that much, and then all of a sudden I now have a fair bit, like a decent amount of knowledge about it, for whatever reason.
It was repressed. Was it so traumatic the first time that your mind was just like, we're not thinking about this 100%.
Ever again? We're going to get the teddy bear out afterwards, something like that. Show me where TF2,
TF2 hurt you?
Yeah. Explain to me.
Ooh. Oof. These rocket launchers just,
That's just like...
look at that, just bodies splattered
just chunks
everywhere.
Of meat everywhere, yeah. So this is a dangerous period now because they've got no energy left back up. So the engineer's not there to build defensive. So if Blue really wanted to make a push, now would be the time to do it because they've still got engineers up on Blue side.
Okay.
This is the spawn area. So this is where you can change which type of character you want to play as.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the medic. We'll watch the medic for a little bit, see if he Ubers anyone. So medic will Uber a player, so they start healing like this. So they're now glowing, that means they're Ubered, so they've got a bit more HP than they would normally start with.
Nice, okay.
And this is the Needler, so this is the offensive weapon that they can use.
It is pathetic.
It is massively pathetic. There's literally no DPS with it at all. This is why you rely so much.
It's like a staple gun.
It literally is just a staple gun. That's all it actually is.
I think it's closer to a stapler than a staple gun even. It's just...
You also expect things like shotguns to not do a lot of damage, but they genuinely do a lot of damage regardless of distance.
I'll be honest, if somebody put a shotgun up to you and went, this isn't going to do a lot of damage, you'd probably...
Video game shotguns, though, isn't it, It's not like COD where like a shotgun will just destroy.
I come from Valorant, where the judge is the most overpowered weapon in the game.
Yeah, it really is, actually. Yeah. The judge is a little
that
bit
was
tropey.
Brutal.
It's a medic off. So the medic has a melee weapon, which is a bone saw.
Oh.
Which does a fair bit of damage.
Yeah, I saw them just a little tap on the head.
Little tappy tap.
They just keeled over and died.
So this is now where we were on about that conceded push. Oh. For some reason, we're not in the game anymore. The server's changing level, so I don't know if they just got tired of that level or not. But we'll see what they come back with. But yeah, that's the conceded push moment where you're like, okay, they don't have an engineer anymore. We've taken out all of their turrets, and they don't have anything like that there to stop us. Let's push through, and you can really like do a lot of damage by doing it that way, which is very nice indeed. We'll see what map they put on now.
So there are multiple maps. I'm assuming for different games.
Oh, there's hundreds of maps, literally, because you've got maps which have been. You got maps which are set up by the game itself, and then you got maps which have also been created by community players.
Okay.
So it's just never ending.
We need an EPIC39
map. We did. I don't think we had an EPIC39 map, but we certainly had a lot of different EPIC39 type maps that are chosen by EPIC39 people. So we had we used to have staff versus community. Okay, the seals will start being released in 30 seconds.
Seals?
Not sure who the seals are, but yeah. So
I mean,
there's
an
choice.
Ocean. It could be
could literally be seals. But yeah, we have a few maps which the community like to pick to beat staff on. Oof.
That was sneaky.
That was sneaky.
Little run through the house. Sure, the house has a name and we just look really dumb.
But it probably does, to be honest.
I mean,
everything
if video
has a call out.
it is literally
it's
just
actually
seals.
a seal. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Do they have to defend the seal? Do they have to
I think they do. I think Red have got to kill the seal to stop it from getting to the ocean, maybe? Is this like pushing the bomb, but it's actually just a big seal?
Why don't we want the seal to get to the ocean?
I don't know.
I think I'm rooting for a team suddenly.
I know, same. I want to get the seal in the ocean.
If we root for the same team, though, I'm going to have to be team kill seal then. Like, we can't be on the same team here. We got to good cop, bad cop.
I think we can root for the same team here, because like the seal getting to the ocean, it's a good vibe right there.
Have you ever
played? I don't think you.
Yeah, but there's no narrative there. Then
do you play? Do you play World of Warcraft? By any chance?
Don't.
Okay, never mind.
Do I strike you as a World of Warcraft sort of player?
No, definitely not. But there's a thing in WoW where you have to get turtles to the sea.
Yeah.
You have to guide them to the sea. It's pretty much the same as that, but with guns now. 129 is the only one defending the seal at the moment. It's almost in the ocean. What? It's just like the puppy dog eyes. Look at him.
Oof. Oof. That seal is going to be traumatized for life.
There's no way. Are they allowing it to leave? Red are actually allowing it to leave. Oh, wait there. It's control over it. We're completely wrong. The seal needs to get there either way. It's whoever has control before they get there.
We took a very brutal approach there.
Yeah, I was like, they're going to kill the
seal?
Like, we're clubbing seals in this game? That shouldn't be right. Oh, so Toast here is a soldier, which just gives him the rocket launcher, but they can actually rocket jump.
Oh, so I saw someone do that in the warm-up, actually.
Yeah, so they can aim down and just jump and rocket at the same time to boost themselves up.
Oh,
they're changing levels again. Again. Come on now.
No more seals to mug.
So we have a little bit more stuff coming up this afternoon as well. We have a fun tournament coming up straight after this one, which is going to be at 4:30. So you'll be losing us in about, I'd say about 10 minutes time, basically.
Yeah, 10 minutes time. Sounds about right.
So that way then we can get ourselves set up ready for ready with the Switch, because that's going to be Switch Sports Bowling.
Ooh,
we're going to have Ashton and Goresh covering that for us. You then are not here until like 7 o'clock.
I'm not. I'm going to be over on EPIC39 for CSGO.
Yep.
So if you're a CS fan, you can see me over there.
I'm going to still be around, hovering more or less, because we have the Gauntlet coming up at 5 o'clock.
Oh, the Gauntlet is banging.
Yep.
That's a lot of fun. We had one earlier today.
You'll see
with,
Damp.
Stephen from Overclockers.
You'll see Damp on the desk with her player. So we're going to go over that a little bit later on as well. We've got Mastermind coming up at 6 o'clock, which is something that you've been doing for the entire weekend.
With. That's been really fun. I actually play a character in this. I play a character that's been, I think it's been dubbed the Voice of God.
The Voice of God, there we go.
Which is, it's gone to my head. The title's already, the power consumes me.
And then at 7 o'clock we have Phasmophobia, which will either be me starting you off and then handing you over to Affinity, or it might just be Affinity straight up. It depends on what time her game finishes with Valorant.
It is.
But we have some challenges for Affinity, which are going to be interesting to say the least. We wrap then, actually, at that point, and it's beer pong.
It is. So if you are here in Wolverhampton and want to get in on the beer pong, there are sign-ups, of course, on the website. Very similar to if anyone did pub quiz. You sort of make a team, you join the team, and that will be beer pong downstairs. I don't know if that's being live streamed. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I don't think it's something that we
I don't think it's Twitch
push.
TOS.
Yeah. I don't know if it's downstairs or if it's upstairs, but I think Hayden said something about he wanted to DJ a little bit, so there might be a little bit of DJing going on.
Okay, if we need to buy some time for me to get back from CS to do Phasmophobia, we just bring him on here.
Yeah, just throw him into the deep end.
EPIC39 radio station.
EPIC39 radio. Radio Hayden.
Radio Hayden. Ooh.
The beer pong is up here, is what we're being told. So that's what we believe, at least anyway. But if you are here at Wolverhampton and you want to figure out where it's going to be, please reach out to one of the community guys. They'd be more than happy to explain to you where to go in the nice way, not in the bad way.
Or if you find anyone with a lanyard, really.
Anyone with a lanyard,
yes. As long as they don't look busy, which a lot of them won't.
Also, if they don't look like me or Affinity, they will definitely be able to help you.
If you end up in a room that I am in during this period of time, you have wandered into the really wrong place.
Just God help you.
You've wandered through a lot of please don't enter this area if you don't have a lanyard areas. Like that, you've gone through 3 doors that have told you not to go through them at this point.
On Thursday, however, ended up in the sleeping area because I was trying to find the stairs to go back downstairs to go back to the car. And I missed the door with the staircase. I just carried on walking. And then I was like, well, I'm in a room and it's completely dark in here. And I was like, oh, I'm in the wrong place. And just turned around.
You should have just stood in there ominously.
Ominously, just like standing there like...
You know, play the other music from the exit. The
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we've been kicked due to inactivity.
Oh, so us talking that is too much.
Oh, we've been having too much fun talking
about
LAN.
We're having way too much fun talking about LAN. I tell you what, actually.
I think that's a good place to.
I think that's pretty much a good place to finish up for the old TF2ness. I like the way it says Reaper Steve casual underneath it.
Yeah, you're not like, good enough to be an actual
It's not
player.
me. I'm not a casual. Not filthy casual, at least anyway. I am.
You're not a casual, are you?
I'm a professional.
Can you tell us where your shoes are whilst you are, hosting, working?
I got the dogs out.
He's got the dogs out.
The shoes are over there somewhere. No, I need to explain myself for that though. So I wear Vans like religiously.
Okay.
And I've reached the age in my life where I now buy Vans that have the memory foam coating on the inside for the sole.
Old.
I'm an elderly rocker, right? So I have a pair of them, and then this morning I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna check a pair of like Daps on, like the Velcro ones instead.
Yeah.
I've worn them and then suddenly realised the reason why I don't wear them is because they rub my little toes. So I'm just like, I could either drive back over and get my Vans, or I could just stay here and just walk around.
He's got the grippers out.
I've got the grippers out, indeed.
So yeah, if you see him round Wolverhampton,
don't stamp on my feet.
Yeah, give him a 2-meter radius.
2-meter radius. You're sat here. There's nothing.
Yeah, that's because I'm contractually required to sit here. I was told that I was playing Team Fortress 2. I was watching Team Fortress 2 with the one and only Reaper Steve. They neglected to mention that the grippers would be out.
Yep.
But it is what it is.
I'm conscious now. I'm going to go spray Lynx all over my feet for like the next 25 minutes.
Nah, you're fine.
But yes, that is going to be it for us for TF2 at least anyway. Coming up at 4:30, as I mentioned earlier, you have Switch Sports Bowling, which is going to be with Ashton and Goresh. They'll be up here doing that on the Switch. Otherwise, though, have a great afternoon, and we'll see you a little bit later on this afternoon. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.